Hey everybody, Tom Marks here from PC Gamer with a look at Mirror's Edge Catalyst. A couple of weeks ago I got to play Mirror's Edge Catalyst for a number of hours. I got to play 4 of the story missions and then a couple of side missions and things like that, and just run around the open world, do a lot of the different little activities like time trials and delivery missions and stuff like that. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. It really felt like Mirror's Edge. That was one of the most important things to me, is that the game didn't feel like they were turning Mirror's Edge into something else, and it felt like it. The free running really felt like it, but crisper, a little more developed, a little bit more nuanced, if you will, in the timings of things. It really did feel like that old game, just set in this large world. And that's the biggest change that they made to it, is that you can just free roam around this map. Now, I only got to play in a small area. There was a kind of base hub, and then areas spreading out away from that we could go explore and do missions in.
Are you exploring the city?
And I enjoyed the open world a lot to start, but it sort of got old quickly for me. There were only 2 paths out of our little base area, so running those 2 paths to get out to get to the other things over and over and over and over again. And by the 5th time I had to run the same thing, it really got boring. That being said, every time I got to a new thing, a new challenge, a new mission, whatever, it was really fun again, and it was really cool to just explore. A lot of the time I actually, when I had the option, tried to turn the runner vision off, because it was really fun and challenging to just try to run through the city and find my own path. But I worry that it would get overly repetitive if the game doesn't kind of push you into new areas often enough. Now, Sam Roberts from PC Gamer kind of actually had a different opinion of this than me. He didn't tire of the open world nearly as fast as I did, and he really liked it. So you can follow the link in the description below to read his full thoughts on Mirror's Edge Catalyst as well, because he's kind of got a slightly different take on it than I did. But overall, I thought the game was fun. It was kind of weird playing Mirror's Edge on, like, basically what was a Ubisoft map, you know? Like, you look at this overview map and you see all these icons everywhere, you see time trials to do, you see all these things, but those things were actually pretty fun. They all were just, running. Like, you either tried to beat a time or set a time, right? Those were basically the extras to do that we got to see. But one of the coolest things to do around the map was actually an online feature where you, at any time, can just start dropping checkpoints and set your own time trial paths, and then those get uploaded and randomly show up on your friends' maps in your friends list. So you can find like a really cool route that you really like that's not anything in the game, and then mark it very clearly and challenge your friends to beat your time on it. And then you can go back and check it, or you can find your friends' time trials scattered around the map, potentially. It seems like one of those weird social features that you really just don't need, but they made the process of setting up a time trial really, really easy and fluid, and it's actually one of the more exciting things to me to see kind of what time trials get created by the community as like these legendary, just grassroots challenges. The combat itself, they tried to rework. Besides the open world, that's where the game has most changed. There's no more guns. You can't pick up guns. They still shoot at you a lot. But the new combat system didn't really feel great to me. It felt sort of easy, like all you could do is just dodge around people and give them a hard kick to the back and just keep doing that, and you'd win any fight, basically. I hope to see a little bit more nuance as the enemies vary. We didn't see many different enemy types. There was kind of like the weaker guy, the bigger guy with the gun, and I'd like to see that change up more. In general, a lot of the problems I had with my time with the game might be solved by just not having it be a limited demo, right? Like, if I got to the point where I was getting sick of these places and then the actual game pushed me to a new area, or in the case of the thing that I did see in this game is there was a story mission where you had to go to this building that was otherwise inaccessible in the city, and it was this very cool, unique, fleshed out place, this playground to get through that was much more linear, much more reminiscent of the old game. And I'm really excited for more stuff like that, because that was the stuff that really got me interested outside of the running the same paths to and from my base over and over. But yeah, overall, it felt like a very good sequel to Mirror's Edge. They really kept the heart of the game alive. The music sounds great. The world looks great. It all feels and looks exactly like you'd want from a Mirror's Edge game.
Now come on home, kiddo.
It's really going to come down to the world design, which was good in the demo area I played, but that doesn't really give you a taste of the grander scheme of things, how much that holds up over time and stuff like that. So I had fun with it. I just want to see what else is out there. Keep an eye out on PCGamer.com for more of our coverage from Mirror's Edge Catalyst, and be sure to click the link in the description to read Sam Roberts' full thoughts about the game as well.